Copyright disclaimer. Under Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Non-profit, educational, or personal use tips a balance in favor of fair use. Okay, guys. I found this article. I think it's quite interesting. Art books, GQ, Game of Thrones, Scientology, New England prisons ban thousands of books. Dated March 21st, 2022. Educational books about drawing and computers, A Game of Thrones, and other fantasy and comic books. An Abenaki dictionary and books about hip-hop culture. L. Ron Hubbard's A Description of Scientology. Issues of Reader's Digest, Rolling Stone, ESPN, the magazine, and GQ. These are among the thousands of books banned in prisons in Connecticut, prohibited alongside pornographic materials, various survival guides, editions of Abolitionist magazine, and several volumes of the newsletter published by the Coalition for Prisoners' Rights. The Constitution states list of 2,000 plus banned books is the most extensive such list in all of New England. Records requests show. Banned in Connecticut. New Hampshire's banned books, records indicate, include various tomes, critical and mass incarceration. The Granite States list includes the Pulitzer Prize-winning novel Blood in the Water, the Attica Prison Uprising of 1971 and its legacy, and Coming Out of Concrete Closets, a report on a national LGBTQ prisoner survey conducted by Massachusetts prison abolitionist group Black and Pink. Only Connecticut and New Hampshire maintain lists of the materials that have been banned. USA Today network record requests show Massachusetts, Maine, and Rhode Island and Vermont said they handle materials coming into their facilities on a case-by-case basis and don't track their rejections or subsequent appeals. How and why books are banned in New England prisons. Each New England state has guidelines for which print, audio, and video materials are allowed inside its correctional facilities. The guidelines prohibit materials that prison officials say could pose potential security threats, including content that allegedly aids in prison escapes, depicts explicit S or racist content, and teaches way to create weapons, alcohol, drugs, or coded messages. These guidelines follow Federal Bureau of Prisons regulations. That state publications can only be rejected if they are found to be detrimental to the security, good order, or discipline of the institution, or if it might facilitate criminal activity. Each prison governor has the discretion to ban access to any reading material if he or she considers that the content presents a threat to good order or discipline, or that possession of the material is likely to have an adverse effect on the prisoner's physical or mental condition. The U.S. Department of Justice's National Institute of Corrections wrote in February on a page on its website titled Censorship and Banned Book Lists in Correctional Facilities. I don't know if I want to read this whole thing, guys. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I just wanted to talk about the Hubbard book. So I will put a link in the description box. You guys have a good day or a good night wherever you are. Subscribe and like if you so choose. Peace.